So it's time for part 2 of the fan forum. Let's just call it what it was. Car crash. It was a very much a car crash. And it went on to like last little bit. It finished at midnight and there was a shell-shocking announcement at the end as well. Chanserion supporting Danny said he knows how much I support him. This is my club. I'll do my best. Again, we heard that a lot. Question on young players and young assets such as Deli Bashiro and getting the contract talks with them early. So we thought we had a talent at the beginning and that's why we brought him here. You had the talent but don't have the heart to play. We can't keep them. It's not good for us. The coach had made a decision and he had to come to me at the time. He didn't want to stay. It's easy with hindsight. We offered a new contract, but it all depends on the coach. Spoke about communication chat. You got to applaud that from Wendy saying that they still want to like get things going. Question on transfer policy. DC on the summer business was I only want to sign five to 6 players. We signed 11. People's definition of ambition is different. Mine will completely different to someone else's. I want to do my best for the club, not to raise my profile, of course. We need some positions to cover the injuries in December. Then when the last beat to Danny was December. Again, I don't know about bits and pieces. The one saying that it's December with what Danny said, you can see a little bit of it, but also at the same time, you also have to be able to go talk to him himself. There's like a bit where he says, I shouldn't be chasing him. He should be coming to me. It's like, but you're the boss. You're the owner. You're allowed to go and say, hey, Danny, what transfer target do you want? It's 1st of January or it's, I don't know, the 20-something or say the 18th of December. January transfer window coming, Danny. Who are we going for? Who do you want? Let's get a list together. Send me your list and we'll talk about it. Done. The communication aspect, it's got to work both sides. And I feel like at some point it's just been like either Chansiri is expecting Danny to go to him than him actually being able to do it. Question about what he said. Andrew always points out chairman had backed Danny was in the transfer market. He signed a new contract. He signed 11 players last summer. Chansiri got asked about the transfer expectations. Said, I know what he wants, but I can't say. So here's the thing. This is the line that confused me. I know what he wants, but I can't say. So is this a case that you have got a list and you know what players he wants, but you don't want to say because you don't want to give those players out? I can tell you as much as I can tell you. We need some players because we have injury. We need to make sure we have the potential to go up. Let's see. We still have 2 weeks. It's going to be difficult. So it's going to be a difficult end to the window by the sounds of it. But again, this line, I know what he wants, but I can't say. Okay, we're not asking for what the transfer targets are. We're just asking what is the transfer expected. Is it that what he wants you can't do? I don't know. Spoke about the thing with the relationship between Danny since Southampton. I don't have any issue. He said, I've always support. I give everything he does. Want to talk to me tomorrow? What can I do? I want the best. Again, if he don't want to talk to you, you kind of force that. You force that kind of situation. You try and do it, and that's interesting with that one. He says, and then suddenly we have a situation where DC leaves the room, and it's the bombshell of the night. Shay Charles has been recalled, and he expects his brother to be the Wednesday #1 next season. Chancellor Leicester came back in real that Shay Charles has been recalled. In my opinion, he's not ready for Premier League. They need to try and let him go somewhere to play games. And then we've had all the fallout today from everyone. My take from this is fan forums with the chairman does not work. Fan forum with the chairman does not work at all. It's not the right setting for him. He just doesn't. It starts off too. Oh, how do I say? It started off very much with like just going at people, like saying this is what we have. And the thing is, it's one of those things that it's hard to say, and it's like that. Chansiri kind of said, "We can try and get this. We can try and do this." And the thing is, There's still talk that we could possibly get Charles back. The talk about doing another loan fee and he'll be able to play the next 2 games and stuff. But we've gone over this. But the whole thing, it was 5 hours. 5 hours of it. And that whole thing where you look at it and you go, okay, this is 5 hours of doing this. And what have we got? We've been asked more questions again. More questions than answered. There's certain things he wouldn't say. We found out there's a bit of a problem with communication due to Danny and Chansiri not talking, according to them. And it just feels problematic. And I watched a really good video by Connor McGinley, who does One League channel, and it was really good. It's good. And in one of the videos he did earlier today, he kind of turned around and said it reminds him of the time when they had their crazy owner. And it's difficult because where do we stand now? Where do we stand? Because I see more protests happening, but I don't believe they work. That's my personal opinion. I don't think protests work. I just had that been my get-go. I looked at protests at other clubs. Very rarely it works. This is a man who does not want to sell. That's why he kind of said, you go find me a seller. Because if he wanted to sell, he'd go find him. But he doesn't want to sell, so he kind of goes, you can find a better owner than me or someone with money. That's why he said it, right? I have the situation where I don't know where we go now. Because in the summer, we could be back in yet again the situation of going, hey, we need to find another manager because Danny's gone. And we're replanning again. So we're resetting again. So we're resetting someone else a different game plan. Someone might not want the certain players. You're starting again. It gets messy. It gets messy. Say that does happen. Say he goes. I think there's a strong thing that could happen. But the relationship is screwed at the minute. And is it irreparable? Maybe. Could they might be able to get a working relationship till the end of the season? Possibly. But I don't know. There's got to be something that got to be a give and take from both sides. The problem, we've only heard DC's side today. We've heard bits of Danny's side in the media. Danny got his press conference tomorrow, which will be very, very interesting indeed. But it's hard because these don't work. Fan forums don't work. We just call shouting matches. We call flagging matches. It's just, I don't know when they go next. In a sense, if we're having to, if we have to start again, the club will still go and still things will still happen, but there's going to be more and more people wanting to see a change. I think you're seeing a little bit of that already, where people are wanting to see a change of direction of the club, wanting to see DC go a little bit. But at the same time, can only go if someone puts their hands in the pocket to buy him and pay what he wants for it. And last night, you saw this coming a mile away. You saw this coming a mile away with everything laid up. And I'm not looking forward to the next couple of weeks of doing Wednesday content. I'm not going to lie. I'm hoping we can still stay up. And I say stay up kind of thing because I don't want this to like derail the season. I want it to be able to like try and keep going. Maybe we'll be able to push on and attack it. I doubt it. I don't see it generally. I don't see it. But at the same time, we need something to happen. That's the thing for me. We need something to happen now. And They need to get sat in a room and speaking, so we can have a just a clear idea, just so where we can finish the season, get the players in and stuff like that, and speak. Because right now it's difficult because I don't know where a lot of fans stand. There's a lot who won't go back. There's a lot who I've spoken to have said, that's me done, I'm not doing next year. I've done this too many times. And that's their choice. If that's what they want to do, then fair enough. That's their choice. We can't change what happened. But at the end of the day, we have to see what happens next with the fallout from this, because this is just another one of those things where he needs to be advised. These fan forums don't work. They don't work. It's not in his best interest to do them. And we need to find another way of doing these if that's what he wants to do. But it what it is. I'm stuck with what else to say, really. So I'll leave it at that. We try and see what Danny says tomorrow. That'll be fun.